everyone. Thank you so much for joining us live tonight. It means the world to us to have your support. I am Erin Masick. I'm Sarah Miller. And we are coming to you live from our hotel room in West Palm Beach, Florida. The stars just happened to align for us to meet up tonight. I'm actually down here with my youngest daughter in her field hockey tournament. And Sarah actually lives down here now, and we realized it's Adoption Awareness Month, and we have been wanting to tell our story for quite some time, and we just realized tonight is the night. We're going to make this happen. So, like I said, we had a little technical difficulty, but we can see that you guys can see us and hear us, so that is wonderful. So, the purpose of tonight is, back in 1994, I got a positive pregnancy test. It was the very beginning of my junior year in high school. And before I go into that, actually, I do want to put a little disclaimer out there from Sarah and I both, before I get into all the nitty-gritty. I do want to say that we are, first of all, not condoning any sort of teenage sex. I just have to put that out there because we're going to be talking about it, so let's just be real for a minute. We are also not trying to portray that our outcome or our circumstances are best for everyone. And we're also aware that other people make other choices and have, great success, and, we just want to let all of you know that we don't judge. We're really just here to share what we've been through from 24 years ago to today. 24 years later, hashtag. So anyway, sorry, I had to put that disclaimer out there before I get into the whole thing. All right, so again, taking it back to 1994. So, positive pregnancy test. Junior year in high school. I go to Assumption High School in Louisville, Kentucky at this time. It's a Catholic, all-girls high school. So, quite the shocker to have the Catholic girl pregnant as a high schooler, right? But trying to create that awareness because I just think that as a teenager, you don't always think things can happen. And my high school sweetheart and I, to be perfectly blunt, had just kind of started getting into all of that, and literally a month later I ended up pregnant. And never in a million years did I think it was going to happen to me. And so I just want all of you guys out there, whether you're a parent with teenagers or whether you're a teenager yourself, I just want to put that awareness out there, talk about it, be open about it, just kind of figure out your stance on where you are as a parent with teenagers and where you are as a teen. You have to think about consequences, and it's the real deal, and being a pregnant teen, I can tell you, was not easy. You couldn't even imagine the looks I got. I remember so clearly being in the mall with my mom, 9 months pregnant, and this woman literally gasped at me, like she couldn't believe that this little girl was pregnant, and gosh, did that scar me. I mean, to remember that today, it was not easy, and that's just such a small example of the hard. But, there's lots of judgment, and fortunately, we've found so much positivity out of this, and we just kind of want to portray that to you guys tonight. So, what else do I want to say about that? I want to say that I want to give a shout out actually to a couple of administrators at my old school, and I just want to kind of portray the importance of the support. If you do find yourself in a situation like that, having a support system, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your school, whether it's a counselor, it's so important. And I was so blessed to have am so blessed to have such amazing parents who supported me so much, from start to finish. But I know I wouldn't have gotten through it the way I did without that support. So just tremendous shout out to Assumption High School, to Jody Schaefer, who was my field hockey coach, who let me continue to practice with the team. That meant so much to me. All right, so let's talk about adoption and just kind of the process of, so like I said, got the positive pregnancy test. My parents, find out I'm pregnant. Gosh, that was hard. God bless them for just how they handled it. I don't know how they were so amazing, but to this day, I, thank them for that. But I will tell you, so to me, there was no doubt, like, I'm keeping this baby. I'm just going to suck it up and be a young mom, and we're going to make this work. And ironically, talk about a gift from above. My mom, it's the craziest thing. My mom actually, I don't know if it was like 6 months or how long she'd been into this, but she had just started volunteering at a pregnancy crisis hotline center. Okay, like, what are the chances? She is basically getting trained to deal with situations, one that just so happens to happen in her own home, right? So she's fully equipped to help me through this whole thing. It was just unbelievable. So she says to me, Erin, I think that we need to explore adoption. I said, not a chance. Nope, not giving my baby away. That is not happening. You can just move on with that idea. And she said, Erin, this is your life and this is your choice, but is your mom and my dad as well supporting me, saying, you have got to make an informed decision. You have got, just for all of our sanity, for this baby. Now, I know you love this baby so much already, and I know that you're saying you want to raise this baby, but think about, at the time we didn't know it was a girl, but like, think about this baby. Like, think about the future of this baby. Let's remove our emotions. We all love babies. We're all, like, not excited, but excited. I know that sounds bad, but I'm just being real. I was a big babysitter, loved babies, so trying to make light of it. But they said, let's just make this informed decision. And so we went to Catholic Charities. I'm not sure if Diane Dawson is still there. Do you know?
I think she is.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's amazing, 24 years later. So anyway, Diane Dawson took my boyfriend at the time, Sarah's birth father, and I through an amazing, I guess it was just like a therapy session, and just kind of educated us on what adoption is, what that looks like, kind of unpacked the whole thing for us so we could say, yes, this is what we want to do. No, this is not what we want to do. We had to, for all of us, and for this baby growing inside me, I had to know I was making the right choice. And so we go and we find out about open adoption. It was actually a concept that I had not heard of. And basically what that looks like is, and I can speak for Catholic Charities at least because that's where we were, but Catholic Charities has all of these couples who are unable to have children of their own, and they go through all of, what would you call it, like trainings or, I don't know,
like therapy.
Yeah, it's like a therapy, like they have to go through a lot of, and like even testing, like they had to pass all these tests, and they created these portfolios. And so they said to me, look, you can at least just look at these portfolios and know that all of these couples are, just wanting to have a baby so bad and they can't, and at least see if any of these resonate with you. And so with what's cool with Catholic Charities is that they're all open adoptions, I'm pretty sure, and that basically means that the adoptive couple wants to have a relationship with the birth mom and will allow the birth mom to have a relationship with the baby. And so it was really, honestly, one of the toughest, if not the toughest decision of my entire life. I feel like as much as I wanted to keep her and raise her, I just knew it was not the best thing for her. And I feel like I grew up so fast in those 9 months because I had to make such an adult choice. And, it was really, like, extremely hard. She was actually born the day before Mother's Day that year. And leaving the hospital without her on Mother's Day was super hard, to say the least. But anyway, I cannot speak highly enough about open adoption. We've had the most amazing relationship. Back in the day, I got to see her for her birthday, and they would send me pictures.
My mom said you used to babysit.
I did babysit you a couple times. Yeah, And now we are like best of friends. We actually are business partners. We're Rodan and Fields consultants together. And I mean, and that's just such a minor part of our relationship, and it is super fun that we get to work together. And I mean, we just, I don't know, we just talk, and we're so alike, and it's crazy that we're so alike when I didn't raise her. But it's just a really special relationship, and one that I feel was just blessed from above, no doubt. So do you want to talk a little bit more about just your perspective? And
I've had like the most amazing experience with my adoption. I can never remember a time where I didn't like understand it, which is so crazy because it's like you're a little kid, like how do you really process that? But my parents, they are so amazing. They've like let everyone be so open. I have the most amazing relationship with my birth father and birth mother and their families. Like, everyone knows, everyone just understands, and like it's amazing. But yeah, my parents used to show me like a scrapbook at night, like before I would go to bed, and be like, "That's Erin. She's your," like they would explain it to me even when I was like a little kid. So like I'm not fully grasping it, but like I said, I can never remember a time where I was like, "Oh," like I've always known. So it was really cool. Even like as a 4th grader, like people would try to like bully me and be like, "No one wanted you." And as a 4th grader, I was like, "No, everyone wanted me."
Yeah,
it was just like so
exactly.
cool, like always knowing and like understanding. So I loved that. And then when I was 13, I was interviewed, and like even watching that now, like 11 years later, just like the knowledge I had about it, I was like, I talked like that when I was 13. Like it's so cool. And I've been able to go around with my mom and Erin and my grandma and just like give speeches like to maternity homes. I actually interned with Catholic Charities my senior year of college, which was like my whole life was like full circle. Like it was so cool. And so my mom and I used to like give talks then. So it's just been like the most amazing experience.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I know. We're very blessed.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give you guys just a couple of resources. If you do know someone, if you yourself are in that situation, if you have a loved one in that situation, a friend, again, Catholic Charities is an amazing organization to work with. We also looked online, and opanadopt.org looks like a pretty cool website. It looks like they are offering all expenses paid, counseling sessions, all of that. So really, we just want to, again, create the awareness. We want you guys to know that you do have options. And again, just making that informed decision, I think, is so important, because you want to make a decision that's best for you and your circumstances. And I don't think that you can do that without exploring your options and seeing what's out there. Because like I said, in the beginning, I was like, no way, like stop talking to me, it's not happening. Like I was so adamant about it. And you know, here we are 24 years later with the most beautiful results. She's had the most amazing life, one that I could have never given her. And so we really just, like I said, just want to kind of put it out there and just say, you know, first of all, it can happen to anyone. So, you know, make good choices. And if you do find yourself in that situation, then just realize that you've got options out there. So a couple little takeaways for the people listening tonight. The takeaway message to teenagers is, and I'm not preaching, I just want you guys to like take sex seriously. I mean, like I said, I never thought it would happen to me, and I mean, I thank God now that it did, because look at this beautiful creature. And you know, we get to sit here and talk about this now and hopefully impact other people's lives with our story. But I just really think it's important that you think about just the actions and what can result from that, and just make mature, responsible decisions and be prepared for what can happen. Takeaway message to parents is, I think it's really important, and I'm a parent as well, I think it's important for all of us to I'm not saying to condone, but to be open and have conversations with your kids, even if it's not the most comfortable. I just think you have to open that door and let your kids know that, you know, you're open to talking to them about things that are going on in their lives. And you know, just opening the door for communication, I think, is super important when you've got teenagers in the house. Takeaway message to administrators, teachers, again, my experience with my high school was so absolutely incredible. I just think that, if you're a teacher or principal or a school therapist, I just think that just know from someone who's been there, the support that I got was life-changing for me. Never once did anyone make me feel ashamed, embarrassed, other than that lady at the mall. No, but honestly, like, my school was absolutely so incredible. They actually asked me my senior year it was an Acts of Mercy Day, and I gave my entire story to the whole school, and that was so just beautiful to be able to share it, because for me, I'm an open book with this. Like, when people meet me, like, it's part of me and it's part of who I am. I'm not one bit embarrassed or ashamed. I'm proud of the decision and the outcome, and I just, again, think that it's because of the support that I got that it was able to be such a positive experience. Takeaway message for friends and relatives: if you know someone in this circumstance, please know that we're on here because we want to help. We want to make a difference. We want people to know they're not alone. What you can do for your friend who might be in this situation is you can support them, you can help educate them, you can direct them to us, because like I said, we're here to help. And my email is erinmasek4@gmail.com. Okay. And
It's really long.
oh, okay. Well, you can just email me.
Inbox me on Instagram and we can talk about it.
Okay, perfect. And so we kind of just wanted to open it up in case anyone has any questions, comments. We're happy to answer any questions if you're curious about any other part that we didn't cover tonight. So let's scroll through and see because we haven't been looking at the comments.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
If you guys could see what we have going on,
it's
to, like,
so
make this all
tragic.
work, I don't know if we're gonna be able to
So
see.
much tape.
Thank you for the sweet comments, guys. Okay.
Sweet.
So I don't see any questions so far. Just lots of love. Thank you guys so much for being on. Let's see. All right. So, and we understand you might not want to type a question right here, but just know again that you
Love
can
you,
reach out
Reagan.
to me. Oh, love you, Ray Ray. Just know that you can reach out to me and I can connect you with Sarah if you want the perspective of someone who's been adopted, or reach out to
my
me.
mom said so proud of both of you.
Oh, we love you, Marianne.
Mwah.
You're the best mom.
Love you.
Oh my God, could not have done this without you and your amazing support. And wow, just
I'm gonna cry.
we made it through the whole thing. We made a pact. We were not allowed to cry tonight, so we're not going to start now.
No, I'm not crying. We're not.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up. But again, just thank you so much for your support and help us spread the word. Help us help you. So we love you.
Mwah.
Thank you.